The question says a man invests rupees 9,600 on rupees 100 shares at rupees 80. If the company pays him 18% dividend, then find number 1 the number of shares he buys, number 2 his total annual dividend, and number 3 his percentage return on the shares. So here we are given with his investment. He has made investment of rupees 9,600. The face value of each share is rupees 100 and market value is rupees 80. So the first question, we need to find number of shares he bought. He has invested rupees 9,600 and the price of one share is 80. So number of shares will be his total investment divided by market value of one share. So that will be 9,600 divided by 80. So that gives 120 shares. So he bought 120 shares of this company. Now the company pays dividend of 18%. So rate of dividend is 18%. So what is his annual dividend? His annual dividend is rate of dividend on face value. So D% of face value and is proportional to the number of shares. So multiplied by number of shares. So putting the values, we get 18 upon 100 times 100 into 120. Simplifying, we get 18 into 120, which is rupees 2,160. So his annual dividend is rupees 2,160. The third question is we need to find the percentage return on the shares. So percentage return, or we call this rate of return, RoR. It is given by the ratio of his annual dividend, how much he has received from the company out of his total investment. So divide by total investment, and we are finding the rate percentage. So we multiply this by 100. So the formula for rate of return or percentage return is annual dividend upon investment into 100. So his annual dividend is 2160 divided by his investment was 9600 times 100. So on reducing this, we are left with 2160 divided by 96. If you simplify this, you get 45 upon 2, which is 22.5%. So the rate of return is 22.5%. The question is, a man invested a sum of money in rupees 100 shares, paying 15% dividend and quoted at 20% premium. If his annual dividend is rupees 540, calculate his total investment and rate of return on his investment. So here we are given with face value of one share, that is rupees 100, and it is available at 20% premium. So market value will be 20% of 100 plus face value. So 20% of 100 is 20. So market value is rupees 120. The company is paying 15% dividend. So rate of dividend is 15% and he receives annual dividend of rupees 540. So his annual dividend is rupees 540. We need to find his total investment. For this, we need to find the number of shares. Now, annual dividend is proportional to the number of shares. He is getting 15% of face value on one share, and according to that proportion, his annual dividend is rupees 540. So, annual dividend, which is rate of dividend on face value times number of shares. So 540 is equal to 15 upon 100 times face value 100 into number of shares that we don't know. So on reducing this, we get number of shares is equal to 540 divided by 15. So he has purchased how many shares? Which is 540 divided by 15. 540 divided by 15 gives 36 shares. So 36 shares of market value rupees 120 each. So his investment equals to market value times number of shares. So that gives 120 times 36. So the investment he has made is rupees 4,320. Now based on this investment, we also need to find the rate of return. So his rate of return is his annual dividend upon his investment into 100. So that is 540 divided by 4,320 times 100. So on simplifying this, what we get is 25 upon 2, which is 12.5 percentage. So he gets 12.5% rate of return on his investment. The question is, which is better investment? 12% rupees 100 shares at rupees 120 or 8% rupees 100 shares at rupees 90. So the investment giving more return is obviously a better investment. So here we are given with rate of dividend, face value and market value of the shares of company A, and similarly rate of dividend, face value and market value of shares of company B. We need to find which is better investment. So we have this formula for finding rate of return. Rate of return is given by rate of dividend on face value divided by market value. So for company A, face value is rupees 100, market value is rupees 120, and rate of dividend is 12%. So rate of return for company A will be 12 into 100 upon 120. On simplifying this, we get rate of return as 10% in company A. Another company where face value is rupees 100, market value is rupees 90, and rate of dividend is 8%. So here the rate of return will be 8 into 100 divided by 90, which gives 80 upon 9, that is approximately 8.8%. So now you can compare which company is giving more rate of return, and accordingly you can decide which is the better investment. So here rate of return of company A is more than company B. So investment in company A, which is paying 12% on rupees 100 shares which are available at rupees 120. This investment is better than the other one.